stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Yes, what are you doing? Turret. Orbiting model laboratory.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. Skip drive.
Shit.
Russian server boy. I can finally move. Let me out.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing
I'm
more
a useless,
if we're to save the
unemployed
rest of your fellow colonists.
My only trademark is my
I'd see it
mustache.
done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Excuse me? What?
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing.
Oh,
You'll
it's
like
McCree
him,
then.
I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
to check the whatever the planet is. My line. Because a woo never dies.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Hey, you, come here.
Oh, it's bad.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Alright.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Are you sure after you got yourself shot would you? I don't trust you. Persuade, lie. I got a better. Give me your gun. Yeah, I'll take.
Yeah,
your
okay.
gun.
You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Yeah,
Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
I don't care. Let me leave. We got a gun.
Sure.
Saber? How do you use saber? Hey. Oh, it has a meter. What? This is bad. Okay. Get out of here. You have ammunition? I didn't even see that. I can't see the fine. Oh, this guy there. My aim, so bad. Give me whatever you have. Oh, sword. Why do you have your sword? Where's this guy at? These guys are carrying swords. Where's the other guy killed? Where is this compound? I need it. I want to open that stupid thing. Forget it.
Hey!
Okay, can I get back up? Give me I need to get more of them. I actually need to get more. I can't. I'm gonna have to fight the pike cover at this point. God, there's like one guy there. See more. We're gonna have to do behind cover. I'm running low on the. About one that? Another one down? Get out of here. You have any pistol ammo? I don't. Oh, my health regens. Does it? Oh, it does. There's no weight waste all of that then. I can regen health. I'm happy. You had one of the legs. Up.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, so.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
So you can't fly.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge.
Some
Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yes.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Wait, whoa. You meaning that other guy that died isn't actually Dr. Hawthorne? It's Captain Hawthorne. He's just
The
another
navigation
person
console is
pretending to be
offline
him.
at this time, Captain.
So it's another person pretending to be Hawthorne? You telling me Hawthorne's died multiple times trying to do this stupid mission? Who the hell are you?
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Lie. False on patrol. The guards accidentally brutally shot themselves while on patrol. I don't like your tone, Ernie. Yeah, the guards and I had a bit of altercation. I don't like your tone, Ernie.
Cool your thrusters, friend. Just out here doing my trade. Gathering remains, tagging corpses, filing reports. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
Oh, that's a bit mean. Good idea. And clean up this shit while you're at it. Don't care that dead.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna.
I don't want your salt tuna.
It's Spacer's Choice.
I don't care. Alright, can I kill him? Oh, I can!
Die!
Oh, crap. You can actually can. Reputation has changed. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't killing on sight. Oh, wait, who's that? It's Marauders. What do you have on you? Taking all your stuff. Oh! He was a resident! Oh wait, did they kill him? Because there was 3 guys I shot. There's two. What? Huh? No. Who's the third guy I shot? Nah. Am I just turning into a malicious person? I don't remember killing you. Where's the third guy? I shot 3 people. I don't know if I killed an innocent again. Oh, whatever. There's no use crying over it. Let's go, Woo. We're gonna go conquer the world. Alright, is there people around here? Oh, wait, who's that? I saw someone. Is there marauders? Oh, that's her.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Let me talk. Can I talk to you? Because I'm not doing anything in the town. Running around in Marauder. Oh yeah, you're likely to give some people the wrong idea. Oh, okay. No, I'm not gonna say that.
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by him.
Okay.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I got your name. Ammo.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
No, I'm just unemployed. I do what I want.
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Nah, that's too much. Make people pay for their own graves? Whoa. Why don't you collect these features? I can leave the conversation or I can progress it. Let's do
Company
this.
policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Whoa. This guy's got some dark issues. No, I don't want to.
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies
If I
won't
say
bury
I collect it,
themselves,
it's gonna
you
become
know?
a side mission. I'm not that kind of person. I ain't that kind. Okay. Item repair. I don't care. Does this need repairing? I'm gonna put this back on because I look too much like a marauder. I'm back to normal. You guys kept complaining about me looking like a marauder. So I might as well put this back on. Edgewater. So I can use it. Oh, okay.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Okay.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Because I'm not one of your people.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Wait, so you want me to go to the geothermal plant, turn their power off, reroute the power to distract them and then steal their power source? Seems like you're trying to backstab me.
You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason.
What do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
And they're bad people, aren't they? Yeah.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Or is that what you're trying to do? That's your goal in the end.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
It's my problem. I see Burger, I don't blame the workers for pulling out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard.
Oh, trying to be sincere.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
If you say so. I'll use the compass.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I could 100% shoot you in the face. I could if I wanted to. I could. But I'm not. You two people are gonna start shooting me, right? There's a chance.
Waving that thing around?
Hey, you really want it? I could shoot you.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, I might be. Are you crazy? Are you even human? No, I think so. Yeah, there's a chin there. You look human. You know, it's you. Come in, let's go. What happens if I press this and shoot at the same? It's possible. No, it's impossible. It's hard. Oh god, it's like, yeah, it's you have to be doing this on mouse and keyboard to get the shot in sensitivity must be racked up by that phone. Come
Hey,
on.
mister, can we talk? Sorry.
What?
Can we talk?
What do you want to
It's
say?
just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
What's
To
that
Mr.
side then?
Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job
Yeah.
quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Before they left, why is there an A and where's the B and E? It's just an A. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
So, I'm supposed to be merciful? Where the hell am I supposed to get my power from? I need to leave this planet.
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright.
You want me to talk to the
Leaving Miss
vicar?
McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't.
Well, isn't he
He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Alright, where would
The
I find him?
mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, seeing as you asked me to do that, I'm gonna take something from you as well. Your life, okay? I don't know, Pelagie. I don't know if I'm just kill hungry or if I'm just getting tired at this point. I'm taking these.
Hey,
What do you think you're doing?
Just leaving. Nothing. Is that all I had? What stupidity was that? So we got 2 missions. Alternative, speak to Vicar. So we can either just automatically just steal the crap. Where is it? So we've got leadership, but we have no points to increase it. I could 100% end your life, but there's like too many people in here and the noises. So we're just gonna go see the stupid vicar.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
I 100% think all the money's coming here. There's no way it can be clean unless all the money's being poured into this place. Speak, Mr.
Yes, what is it?
Vicar
You're an
Man.
outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service.
Maximilian.
Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Oh god.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
If you say so.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book, nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
I'm interested.
Glad we see eye to eye. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
If you lie to me, I'm shooting you in the head. And you didn't hit 9. Shut up.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
This whole time! You broke. I forgot I didn't fix you, so that was a bit dumb. You must be Ali.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother.
Grandmother?
The strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Yeah, save the trees,
Why,
boys.
thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you?
Don't tell me your
when you
father's
were
here.
but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea.
No
I
thanks.
brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
If you say so.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
Well,
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
but
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
all I need.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid,
Well, everyone's coming online now. Like, all of you are coming online.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'm not a hero. I'm just a psychopath. No.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
Oh, wow.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she
even
defends
think any
them.
of our words. She's just like, yeah, look. I don't like what throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
Nah, she's been following me this whole
That was
time.
unkind of me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dear.
Did you see how she scrapped with with that robot girl for me? She beat up that robot girl and you're doing this to her.
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Well, if I do, then how am I supposed to give the book back to the guy? Whatever you're trying to sell to me, I'm not. I'll see.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
That depends if I even have one. Which I don't, because you're gonna die as well. Wait, actually, wait, does this show me? Oh, just 330 health, damn. That actually shows me your health bar, huh? I could just do a 360 and kill both of you. Well, it depends. So, what are we doing? So we can have two options. So divert power, or I could go back. Wait, it says what was the whole thing again? Divert power either to them or him. Can I do that? You could delete version, but I refuse to return that. Head to and redirect the power. You divert the power output to the Bionicle Lab, depriving. So I have a choice to either give you power or give him power. That depends. Well, seeing as you're saving the trees, you technically win by default. So yeah, I don't have any choice in the matter. Where exactly is it located? Oh, it's all the way down there. Wait, we can fast travel. Oh, we can. Yeah, we can fast. I ain't walking. Those things are destructive. Repedon. Whoa. That's a mechanical guardian. MK1. Oh, God, you're so close. Can we just go through here? No, we have to literally sneak around. What else does it have? 204. Damn. That's a century. It's basically Bastion. Turn your face around so we can see you, Bastion.
Wait, is that a... Oh, damn. What are you guys... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw some nice ass gun there. Give me that.
Poke around in here.
Look at this. A shotty. And we got ourselves... Oh, it's a machete. I thought it was one of those, like, martial art ones. Oh, finally. Now I'm no longer scared of those stupid ass creatures that just roam around. They're so scary, man. Those things, they got too much health. Oh. Oh, here's those stupid, like, dogs. Oh, it's tamed. How's it tamed and exists here? Oh, no, it's something that... Is that a drone?
Look out! Get through!
Oh, that's up. I need a switch. Oh, can she not be brought back? Oh, wait, what? Huh? She can. You can? Nuni? Nuni?
You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
What the heck?
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
What the hell do you care about the Vicar? I thought this was a shotgun. It's just an assault rifle. God's sake. I was like, oh, let me... Hey, give me your scrap component. Yo, what? Seriously, you're worthless. Okay, what about the others? There you. Ah, some parts. Ah, some parts. Alright, let's go in. Let's go, boys. Geothermal plant. From the planet to your living room. It's like next one. It's chaos everywhere. Mechanics gone haywire. Mechanicals gone haywire. Wait, the machines. Gunfire, hearing some screams. Oh lord, I think that was someone's leg. I would like to leave early for today. Please abduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of the Space Destroyers family. You're telling me the robots went crazy and you're like, I'm out of here, just deduct my fee. I'm like, nah. The machinery went haywire. It's your job, not mine. What the hell was that? I actually need to fix this. I really don't need two of you. Okay, so what the hell did I get again? Wait. Alright, so that's a part. Alright, so that's my thingy. This is a bunch of stuff that I got. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what's the new? Weapon parts. Like I can build something from my thing in my ship. Where the hell are you coming from? Sneaking in like some stealthy Assassin's Creed player. Get the hell out of here, girl. Oh, it's one of you. Okay, go ahead.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. Here they come!
Get out. Who else wants it? What do you have on you? I'm just gonna use this for the time time being. I ain't bothered. Alright. Anything here? Any secrets and stuff? Plant status. Let's read this. Master Control Terminal Plant status. This access report brought to you by Space Choice. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 72%. Redirect power. Error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electronic tracker switches. Okay, we can't redirect unless we activate
3 switches.
3 switches.
That'll be easy enough.
They're down here, aren't they? Of course we have to take the spot. Why else would that? You, man. Why are you always around, man? Sneaky little rat. What are you doing around here? Get out of here. Get out of here, little one. Get out. Get out. It's how the flip are we? How do we get in? Yeah. Ah. I'm taking that. I don't even know what the hell that is. Some toothpaste. Give me that. I need those to open crap. I need 5. I'll come back for you later if I can find some. Unlock door. Warning: this facility is in a state of lockdown. Calm the heck down, Waleed. State of lockdown. Enter passcode. Okay, so we have to look at the personal files. That's as long as in a passcode in here. Oh no, you automatically just add it in. Okay, I just know the passcode off by heart. Oh wait, he gave me. Oh. Yeah, boy.
Woo! We made it.
Do you have any parts? Oh, the valve. Okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be useful later on. Then I see you down here. What do you have in you? Drugs. Okay. Or light ammo.
Process.
I'm out of seriously. Take a little breather, boys. Can I get some? Can you die already? Like I'm out, boy. Help me go, help me. Alright, back to. I'm out. We're going in with You alive? Get up. You don't die, go. Can I get some ammunition? For Christ. Also, now I get some ammunition. Can I get some ammunition for this gun? I need some ammunition. Is there no ammunition for this thing? I love it. It's actually pretty good. If you're not, can you give me some ammunition? God's sake. Do you have some ammunition? Okay, I can't even get through this. Ammunition back here or something?
Get away!
There's a person. There's a person here? Who the hell's here?
Go away, Phantom!
The heck's down here?
The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw.
Why does he look so old?
See, Higgins,
but
this
so
is why
young?
you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Yes. Definitely. Yes. I think our curiosity got us somewhere where... Should I put him out of his misery? Let's see if you have some information, Higgins.
What's eating you? Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna critic, Aetherwave personality, chairman of the board, galactic defender, Sisty Pig tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Oh. You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones,
You
sentries.
made those machines?
Repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I could help him. Intimidation.
Ironic deaths are the worst. You made your point. I'll help you. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Ooh, well, I'll take that.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
No, I'm
There's
just
a behavior
an idiot.
control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Give it to me because I don't want to continue dealing with these.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
You had Jimmy, didn't you? You gave me what I needed, I'm out. Where's the terminals exactly? Yeah, we have to go up.
Unexpected.
No!
What the flip? You're supposed to attack each other. Come out. I'm just gonna run in.
That's the last of them!
Nothing. Seriously, nothing on you?
Hold it up. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
A veil, everyone dies. What else do you want from me? You have two options. Either... Actually, there's like one option. I can't find the book. There's nothing we can do at this point. Might as well go back. God, is there a way to turn the gas off? There's... Release valve successfully. Okay, now we can get back. Well,
Can't get past that armor! Everyone all right?
he had existed. Where is this circle? Is it up there? Okay, we were up top, boys. I got stuck.
It's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Stop complaining. Either way, if we F up, someone else F'd up less than us. That's good enough.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Edgewater's hurting.
Now I've got to decide between two people.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving the family... It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Full? Into giving the family... It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really somehow want to be part? She's party to that talk to the kind of hatred? Full?
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
Something you need? Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but... Ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, Up the ladders.